My name is And now, your host of Flores and Friends, Julio Flores.
Much for coming to Flores and Friends. We got a great show for you today, and I'm really appreciative of you being here. You know, I was reading some stories this week, and a lot of people playing Pokemon Go. You playing that game? Of course, yeah, Pokemon Go. Some people are saying it's racist. All right? Organization called Urban Institute has been doing some research and found an average of 55 Pokestops in white neighborhoods and only 19 in black neighborhoods. Well, that pattern was repeated itself in African-American sections of Detroit, Miami, New York, and Chicago. I don't know about being racist. Pokemon is just smart by staying out of the bad neighborhoods. I mean, even NWA, even though they were straight out of Compton, get out of there as soon as possible. Twitter is planning on subleasing 30% of their San Francisco headquarters. I was kind of surprised by this. I thought they were doing well. Actually, they're unprofitable. They're struggling. And the company really wanted to show how awesome this rental space was. It's actually a furnished office space on 4 separate floors. They've got 1,400 workstations, 120 conference rooms. I don't know why you need that many. 5 kitchens, 3 mother's rooms for nursing, and 1 coffee bar. You would think that is so much they're going to put in that ad. People are going to want to rent that. The leasing company, though, replied to Twitter upon submitting their rental stating, "I'm sorry, but your ad is limited to only 140 characters." Turkish President Erdogan and Russian President Vladimir Putin agreed Tuesday to restore their economic ties damaged after Turkey shot down a Russian warplane in November. Some of the conversation heard was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry about shooting down your plane. Hey, it's okay, things happen." Erdogan referred to Putin as his dear friend. Trump was actually very disappointed not to be at that meeting. Ironically, we acquired the application when Trump first ran for president. It was actually easier to acquire than his tax returns. Question 7 was really interesting in it. Who are the heroes in your life? A, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Ronald Reagan. B, Dora the Explorer, My Little Pony, and Scooby-Doo. Lenin, Stalin, and Putin. That check mark doesn't surprise me. Arizona has an awful, terrible, rotten opinion of Trump and Clinton. They say he's unfit for office. She's a liar. According to a CBS YouGov poll, half of the state's voters described Trump as insensitive. 39% believed he's unprepared for the job. And when it comes to honesty, 71% say truthfully they can't believe a word that Hillary Clinton says. You know, I was really thinking that maybe we should stay single and not have a president for a few years. We got to find ourselves, you know. Can't just be going from relationship to relationship. Suicide Squad fans are upset with Rotten Tomatoes. Some fans of the DC Universe films are really upset with the website Rotten Tomatoes. They say, hey, you know, Batman vs. Superman had only a 27 rating. Suicide Squad only 26%. Well, DC is very eager to please its fan base. They created their newest supervillain, the Rotten Tomato. I can't wait to see him at Comic-Con. Burger King has come up with a new menu item. It's called the Whopperito. What? It's a flour tortilla stuffed with the beef of a Whopper. They got some seasoning in there, cheese, tomatoes, onions, lettuce, pickles. Burger King CEO said he's, in a press release, he's looking for new ways to add Tex-Mex to the chain's menu, claiming many in the Southwest, Tex-Mex is as American as obesity, clogged arteries, and heart attacks. And we at the fast food industry believe in keeping those traditions alive. Alleged serial harasser Roger Ailes is suspected of phone tapping. What? Recent inquiries into the former Fox News CEO Roger Ailes, now facing charges of sexual harassment, reveal he's been suspected of tapping employees' phones and monitoring their conversations. Said one source, people definitely felt the clicks on the line were coming from the inside, and if I wanted some old, creepy sexual predator on the line, I'd call Bill Cosby. Tim Tebow is pursuing a career in professional baseball. He hasn't played in an NFL regular season game since 2012. He actually did a private workout with the Dodgers. But you know, sometimes things don't work out. And if it doesn't, Ernie's Taco says they can hire him immediately. And He can pray all he wants in the trunk anytime he wants. Usain Bolt, the most decorated sprinter of all time, is cozying and oozing with confidence. He says he's getting closer to realizing his triple threat gold medal dream at the Olympic Games in Rio. Speaking exclusively to CNN, he feels he's certain to finish on the top spot in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4x100 meters. And just to make sure he wins, Usain has hired Zika mosquitoes to chase after him during the race. He's running kind of fast there. Donald Trump says he wants to debate Hillary Clinton. He says, I will absolutely do 3 debates, he told Time magazine. But I've got to set the conditions. No women, no Muslims, no gays, no Mexicans, and especially no crying babies. You know, Donald, I know you've eliminated a lot of people here, and I'm just saying that your audience might look like this. You may have heard Donald Trump. He gave an economic speech this week in Detroit. Let's have a listen to it.
And, by the way, into titties like right here in Detroit.
Did he say what I just thought he said? Let me hear that again.
And, by the way, into titties like right here in Detroit.
People say Trump doesn't have a platform. He does now. Beavis and Butthead said today, if Trump is bringing titties to the city, we are so voting for that man. You've been hearing about people saying they're going to be moving to Canada or Mexico if Trump gets elected. On the contrary, Sarah Palin says she's going to be moving out of America if Trump doesn't get elected. She's moving to New Mexico. Got a great show today on Flores and Friends. We have voiceover artist from Dragon Ball Z, best known for that world, Sean Schimmel is here. We also have comedian, actor, and voiceover artist Jimmy De La Valle. And people come far to go to Flores and Friends. We've got an artist who had 4 #1 singles from South Africa, and also she's up for Best Pop Album in the Samas, which is South Africa's version of the Grammys. Her name is Can Skylark. She's playing for us today on Flores and Friends. And we have a young rapper. His name is Blessin Roosevelt. I don't know, is he about 8, 10 years old? He's going to be rapping for us too. That's all coming up here on Flores and Friends.